Good morning and welcome to my channel, Ella Dishes It Out. Today, I decided to put on some makeup for you guys and fix my hair really cute. So, with this coronavirus stuff going on, I just haven't been motivated to, since I work from home, haven't been motivated to get up and put on makeup, or I've just been walking around in my pajamas all day, working in my pajamas all day, and just haven't been even motivated to cook. So, but today is Sunday. Today's the day the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. So, look at my t-shirt. It says, what does it say? It says, this is the God, it's the God in me. It's the God in me. That's what it says. So anyway, it is the God in me that helps me to get up every day and do the things that I need to do. So, God, he's great. He's wonderful. He's awesome. He's the best thing that's ever happened in my life. And so I just wanted to share that testimony with you guys. God is good. What? All the time. And all the time, God is good. Yes. All right. So today I'm going to be making several different recipes. So let's get started. Okay, guys. So today I'm going to be making some shrimp and crab dip. Also got my pork chops in the sink. I'm going to be making some smothered pork chops to go along with the greens that I cooked the other day and the crawfish mac and cheese. So we're going to have a great Sunday dinner. I'm also going to be making some delicious fudge, peanut butter fudge for dessert. So that's my plan. I'm going to make my peanut butter fudge. That's my recipe right there. And I'm also going to make a nice little delicious refreshing drink. Ruby cranberry cucumber refresher. So that's going to be what we're going to have today for dinner, Sunday dinner. So let's get started. Hi guys, welcome back to Ella Dishes It Out. So today we're going to be making some crab dip. So shrimp and crab dip. So here's my shrimp. I'm going to cook the shrimp. And then I'm going to dice it. Later I'm going to add in my crab meat. These are crab claws. Wild caught crab claws. So I'm going to be adding that in. And then we're going to add in our 1 8-ounce package of Philadelphia cream cheese, 1 juice of 1 lemon, some chopped green onions, and a half a cup of mayonnaise. We're going to add a teaspoon of Worcestershire sauce and a teaspoon of hot sauce. So I'll put those 2 ingredients in the description. So right now I'm just going to get my shrimp brown. I'm going to add just a little bit of butter. Get these shrimp going. Just a little bit of butter. Where's my butter? Okay. A little bit of butter just to get these shrimp to going. Butter melted. These shrimp just need to be cooked. And then once they're cooked, we're gonna dice them up. Tiny pieces. Cutting board. Once they're done. Cutting board. Okay. Flip them over. It doesn't take long for me to cook that all. By the time I get the last one flipped over, they'll be ready. This is about 25 shrimp that I peeled. So you use more if you want to make more. You want to serve more people. You can use it as an appetizer, before your dinner. It's really a great recipe. And like I said, by the time I get the last one flipped over, they'll be done. And they are. So now I'm just gonna add in my crab meat. No, actually, I'm not gonna do that right now because I've got to dice with these shrimp. So I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna take these shrimp and put them to the side. Put these shrimp to the side because I've got to slice them up. With the same butter, I'm gonna cook my crab meat. I couldn't tell if it was already cooked or not, so I'm just gonna go ahead and cook it just to be on the safe side. Doesn't say on the package if it's fully cooked or not. So on the safe side, I'm just gonna go ahead and cook it because this is gonna be a dip. Looks like it's cooked, but who knows? I'm just gonna cook it again. Part of it's frozen too, so I had put it in the freezer a couple days ago because I didn't want it to spoil. Still got some frozen pieces in here, so it's a good thing I put it in here. I'm just gonna flatten it down. Stir it around. Looks like it's mostly claws. Somebody cleaned those claws out very well. Okay, while that's cooking on low, very low, I'm going to start cutting up my shrimp. If you guys can see me, I'm dicing up my shrimp. I always had poor lighting over this stove. So glare is always something going on. I don't know if you guys can see me dicing up the shrimp, but it's okay, you know what to do. Just dice it up. Make sure you get the pieces separated very good. And dice it up into small pieces. Okay, I'm gonna take this off this heat because I believe it's ready. Take those larger pieces. Take that off the heat. Okay, I'm just gonna continue to dice up my shrimp. Okay, let's see if I can fix this lighting. I don't know if that helped or made it worse. Can't tell. I think it made it worse. Let's see if I turn this light off. I took off some of the glare. I still can't see what I'm doing. Anyway, I'm dicing the shrimp. I gotta figure out my lighting over this stove. I'll work on that before the next video. Like I said, I gotta be my own cameraman, my own lighting person, my own. I need to get a microphone because my voice is really, really low. And when I listen back to my videos, you can barely hear me talking, especially if I walk away from the stove. So I'm gonna try to remember to talk louder till I get a video, till I get a microphone. Okay? Because these noises in the background, like this chopping, I can't figure out a way how to drown it out. So maybe I need to take some videotaping classes. I don't know. Anyway, I just dropped a good old piece of shrimp on the floor. It's gonna stay down there. Okay, so we're gonna mix this together. I'm not letting that piece of shrimp go. Okay. The stove is clean. Just cleaned it. do that. And we're gonna mix all this stuff together, and I'll be right back. We're gonna mix in the cream cheese and the mayonnaise and the onions. All right, hold on. Okay, we're gonna finish off our crab dip. So we've got our melted cream cheese here, 1 8-ounce package of melted cream cheese, and lemon, juice of 1 lemon. To that, we're gonna just pour in our mixture of our crab meat and our shrimp. Pour it in here, like so. To the bowl, our mixing bowl. Okay, just like that. Get all the crab meat out of there. Alrighty, put that to the side. Now we're gonna stir this. Make sure that gets really stirred very well. Okay. Okay, see how it's looking? I stirred it. Okay, next we're gonna add some green onions. The majority of our green onions, except maybe a little bit for garnish. Okay. We're gonna add our mayonnaise. May have to add a little bit more mayonnaise, depends on how thick it is, because you want it to be a dip. Okay, so we're stirring all that together, like so. Just keep stirring, mixing it together. It looks the consistency that I want it to be for the dip, so that's a good thing. Probably should have chopped the shrimp up a little bit more, smaller. There's just big lumps of shrimp in there, so my advice is to put your shrimp in a food processor and don't process it too much, but just enough to get it to be small pieces. Okay. You can also do this with lobster. You can do it with just about any seafood. Probably not fish, but definitely shrimp, lobster, any shellfish, I guess I should say. Crab meat, of course. All right, so there we go. There's the consistency that we want right there. So we're gonna put this on a serving dish and we'll be right back. Okay, all right, here's the finished product. That's shrimp and crab meat dip. Looks delicious. Let's try it out. Grab a little bit of that dip. Oops, my cracker broke. It's okay. Still gonna be good. From the table to the mouth. That's some good stuff. A little bit more. That's delicious. Okay, guys, there's a couple of steps I left out. So, but I did do it before I put it in this serving dish. Two things. I forgot to add the Worcestershire sauce, 1 tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce, 1 teaspoon of hot sauce. Stirred that in with it, and just my dog in the background, sorry. He wants to go outside. So, but anyway, that's the recipe for the crab dip. Thank you for tuning into my channel, Ella Dishes It Out. Please remember to like and subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe, please. Thank you. Have a great day. Bon appetit. Hi, welcome back to Ella Dishes It Out. Okay, I hope I got the lighting right this time. I don't know. We'll see. We'll work on it. But meanwhile, we're gonna start with cooking our smothered pork chops. Okay, now that we've got this seasoned, we're gonna put it in the flour. Okay, put it in the flour. Shake it around. You know what? I could put the flour in here and shake it around. Might be easier. I think I will. Pour the flour in here. Just gotta create as you go, people. Create as you go. So then just gonna rub it on each piece of pork chop on both sides. What's that noise? Sound like a phone. Oh, I guess that's my stove. Okay. I mean my refrigerator. It's my refrigerator making that noise. You guys know how refrigerators make noise. Okay, so get this all coated very well. I'm gonna turn my skillet on so it can start heating up. I already got my grease in the skillet, so I'm just gonna turn it on. Okay. It's on. My granddaughter is serenading me from the backyard with her little microphone. She's serenading the neighborhood, I guess. All right, so put some more flour on both sides. Make sure it's coated very well on all sides. So it'll be good and crispy when I fry it, and then it'll be make a good, be enough to make a good gravy. Be enough to make a good gravy. Okay, I think that's pretty much it. So we're gonna get ready to fry these pork chops, okay? Okay, we're ready to fry our pork chops. So let's get started. The grease is nice and hot. Get them to frying. Put 3 in there at a time. 2 left. I'm just gonna let those fry. See the camera. See, different angle. Okay, yeah, a better angle. I think maybe my top light is too bright, so I'm gonna adjust that top light. Yeah, that makes it a whole lot better. Okay, now there's no serious glare on the food. Okay, now we're cooking. Now we are cooking. All right, let me get my tongs so I can cook this over when it's ready. For my tongs. Yeah, see them? I think I know where they are. They're over here. No, they are not. All right, we'll be back after I find my tongues. Okay, I found my tongues. Flip these pork chops over. It may not be ready yet. I like it to get really brown on one side. Well, that's okay. I'm gonna wait to flip this one. We'll just let those cook. Okay, these are done. I'm gonna take them and put them in this plate. I'll cook my other 2. These are definitely done. They look so good too. think I'm gonna flip that one over. That one took a little while longer. Okay, right down. I'll put these other two in the skillet. Notice I didn't put a whole lot of grease in my skillet because I don't want to waste it. You know, I'm going to use a little bit of it. I'm still going to end up wasting some, but we're going to use this grease in this skillet to saute our onions. So I'm just going to move this pan out of the way and we'll go to the next step. Okay, my pork chops are ready. I'm just going to take these last two out. Put them on the plate. My finger. Put those on the plate. Bring them to the side. I'll drain this grease out as much as I can. Not all of it though, just some of it. Leave those big pieces in there. I'm gonna leave a little bit of grease in my skillet to cook my onions. Okay, about that much. Wipe the side of this pan off so it won't catch fire. Okay, so I actually don't take those two pieces out of there. Okay, now we're gonna put in our onions. Just drop the onions in there. And if y'all see my puppy in the background, he's tied up because he wants to run and jump on me all day long when I'm trying to cook. So Layla is she. I don't know why I keep saying he. She. Her name is Layla. She always tries to jump on me when I'm cooking. So anyway, we're gonna cook these pork chops. I've got some cornbread in the oven, so I'm just gonna check on it really quickly. Cornbread muffins, they're not ready. Okay. Push this over to the side. That's hot. Can't touch that right now. Okay. Just go ahead and let your onions cook down. If you save the flour from your mixture earlier, you can add more flour to make a thicker gravy at this point, or you can add it before you put the onions in there. That's probably the best thing to do, add it before you put the onions in there. But I'm just going to let mine smother down. It'll make a really great gravy. From the crispiness of that's on these pork chops, it's going to get really soft. Just keep letting that cook so it's good and soft. Then we're going to take it out, put it in a bowl, put the pork chops back in there, and put the onions on top. That's our plan. I'm going to pour some water on top of the pork chops. Stay tuned and you'll see what I'm talking about. Now, I didn't add any salt to these pork chops because, you know, pork is already salty. If you want to add salt, that's your choice, but I don't want to add salt because, you know, high blood pressure is bad enough. I usually don't hardly ever cook with salt. I had a friend, when we were in college, she would put salt all over her food. I mean, just drench it in salt every day. And she had a stroke at the age of 23. So you guys be careful with that salt. We always warn her too, don't do that, don't do that. She would do it anyway. Okay, so these onions are ready. I'm gonna take them out. Back in my bowl. We are ready, 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 ready. there. That's the big pieces. We're going to add it right back in. Right back in after we put our pork chops back in there. Okay, so put that to the side. Now we're going to grab our pork chops back in the skillet, like so. We're going to adjust the temperature of our skillet from medium to medium low. Pork chops back in the skillet, like so. Stick one on top if you want to. Right in the middle. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to pour some water over these pork chops. A cup of water. Actually, this is 2 cups of water that we're adding. You may have to add more later on, but right now we're going to start out with 2, maybe 3 cups, because you want to actually have the pork chops completely covered. We'll add 2 more cups. 2 more cups of water. Okay. Yes, it is tap water. Then we're going to put our onions back on top. Just like so. Just like that. And we're going to cover it and just let it simmer. Stirring frequently or occasionally. Just come back and check on it and see how it's doing. Then you'll know when you need to stir it. So that's basically it. We'll come back when everything's done and show you the finished product. Okay guys, one final look. We're done with our smothered pork chops. Take a look. That is piping hot with deliciousness. Onions. Just making it add extra flavor. And it is so good. I can't wait to dig in. Smothered pork chops, just cook it on low for about, a couple of hours, maybe an hour. And you've got a meal fit for a king. So today we're gonna have greens, mustard greens, cornbread. I got my cornbread over here. We're gonna have these smothered pork chops. We're gonna have the mac and cheese, crawfish mac and cheese, and we're gonna have the drink that I made with the cranberry juice. All of these recipes can be found on Ella Dishes It Out. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please like, subscribe, and share, but most of all, please subscribe. Watch my videos. Hopefully you'll learn something that you don't already know, or you can give me some tips. If you want to comment, please feel free to comment on anything that I post. And as I always say, bon appetit.